Hey guys, how it going? Just got back a few minutes ago from going up and seeing a real junkyard. Old school junkyard. We're looking for a running board off a big truck, like a semi. Found one, we gotta go pick it up Monday night. Here's Tom, she wanting some love. And now, fed her. Now she wants love. Then I'm gonna get back to work on getting this stuff ready. Now, I'm going to try to get you the best picture I can. I'm putting you on the fender well of a truck because I can't find my tripods. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I know, you're a good girl. Yeah. So, I'm basically going to move all this lumber up by the stuff we got for sale. I'm going to clean up this whole area here. Roll the big logs back so I can start stacking the good stuff in front of it. Gonna dig up the tall grass. Well, weeds, but whatever you want to call it. This way, when we get this trailer frame out, we can just grab it with the forklift and we'll be all set to go. So we might get you know, start buying some logs. Might not happen right this second, but you know, we we start getting stuff ready. He'll probably buy some, since it was, he was talking about it. So if the old man says he's gonna do something, he does it. So we both love doing this stuff. So yeah, why not? You got me willing to learn. Hopefully by the time you guys see these videos, somebody will be wanting to come out here and, learn and help out until we can afford to pay. But, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made in the lumber business. And a lot to learn, so. Like I said, it's good education. And you can make a lot of money out of it. Like I said, the old man's old school. And he says he's going to do something, he does it. So, time ever lets me get to work, I'll start getting some stuff done. Alright, looks like she's ready to go do whatever she does all day long. Only cat I know that won't drink water, spring water, and drink cream or anything. So I don't know what she does for fluids. Sometimes I think she's a vampire and just sucks blood out of freaking animals. I don't know. But I offer it to her, she just won't drink it. So she finds something to drink along the way she likes. But I'm gonna put the camera down and see what we can do. Alright? I'm gonna try and get the best view and hold the camera up at the same time. Yeah, it's gonna start pouring again. Someone was teasing me. So, I'm gonna try to get a lot of work done. Probably not gonna hear me too well. But at least you'll see what I'm doing. Yeah, start from over here. Be the easiest way to move it again. I think I gotta adjust the camera so let me see if I'm still in frame or not. This way you can see everything I'm doing. Yeah, if you guys can't hear me, sorry, but the camera's kind of far away. And this stuff's pretty heavy because it's still wet. And I'm hurting from moving all this stuff. Nothing if you shot the liquor won't care. Yeah, at the end of when you're done running the sawmill, it's the stuff you usually do after work. Once everybody goes home and stuff, that it's on the payroll. This is part of the boss's job. You know, this is stuff you don't get paid for, but you know, I'm not getting paid anyway because this is all learning experience. But you know, we were full blast. You have, all you be paying your guys to cut the lumber and load it, and then usually have one guy rolling logs up onto the mill, one guy running it to cut it, and one guy taking it off. Depending on how fast your saw is. Like if you're using a buzz saw, the ones with the round circular blades like they do in big plants, then you got roller tables and multi guys running. Like you have one roller table feeding, one guy taking 2x4s off, one guy taking 2x6s, and you put them on different tables. 4x4s go on one section, and you just keep feeding them. Because the circular saws can cut both ways, forward and back, and they're self-feeding. So the operator does all the work. With the bandsaw, it's you cut, go get wood log, you pick it up. They take the cut off. Operator sets up for the next cut. It's a slower process, but the but you can do a lot more with them. Like a buzzsaw, you can only run on commercial land, and then you have to have very expensive insurance. And with these, you can run residential or commercial, depending on how big you go. Like you can get them at Harbor Freight for a couple grand, something like this one. Not nowhere near as good as this, but same principle. You can run it in your backyard, no problem. But if you're, if you're actually doing it for business, then you gotta have insurance and all that stuff. And this is a cheaper way of doing it. You don't produce as much linear foot of lumber, but it still does a really good job. If you got a bunch of guys that are trained real well, you can still move a lot of product. Like I said, we had like about $60 in lumber in about an hour and a half. Most of it was loading and setting the wood up because, like I said, I'm still learning the business and setting up and stuff. And the old man is almost not. He's going to be turning 89 this year. So I mean, he's not a spring chicken. So it's it's a lot involved. So I mean, for the time we put into it, and then plus we took a few cigarette breaks, and we were trying not to kill ourselves. So still for an hour and a half worth $60 in lumber, it's not bad. It's a hell of a lot more money than most people make, unfortunately. But like I said, I'm still in training. He's not young or healthy. Well, neither one of us are healthy. But he's broken his back and all kinds of shit and rig wrecks, and I mean, he's so lucky to be alive. But he's been doing this shit for over 70 years. And, you know, he wants to pass it on before, you know, he dies. Plus, he loves doing it. Like he said, once you get the sap in your blood, you're never going to want to stop. And that's the other problem with pine. There's a lot of sap in it, and it's sticky as hell. But, you know, it's good for 2x4s, stuff like that. You know, also depends on the kind of, you know, pine you have. It depends on how much the wood's worth. Like if you use jack pine, which is like the lowest quality wood you can get, then, you know, the wood's a lot cheaper. But if you want with something like, you know, like white pine, oak, something like that, you know, like white pine would be worth more than jack pine, you know, and then oak would be worth a lot more than pine alone. But it's harder and harder to find, you know, hardwood. At least that's not arm and a leg or have to get out of state. Because Michigan right now is clear cutting a lot of the forests and either turn it into lumber or pulp for paper and stuff like that. Hey girl, I'm trying to get work done here before the rain starts. So I'll be doing, this one would be doing most of the night in between the storms because they don't last too long. And so every time it stops, I'll be out here. Luckily, we got sandy soil, so it dries up pretty quick. So the only wetness you gotta worry about is from the high grass, which luckily there's not too much of over here. Let me see how much time we got left. I can't see, but hey Tom, I know you want love. Yeah, I know. But yeah, this is what I'm doing for right now. And she's gonna keep at it until it starts to rain, which is gonna happen in a minute. Now I'm gonna show you guys how you roll logs. Boss is off camera and cleaning herself. Clean cat. She's always washing herself. ends on it so it's, well, not as easy to roll, but that's pretty much the whole principle. How to roll the logs. And this end's just light enough to pick up and move over. Not gonna feel too nice, but 2 feet isn't that bad. And all the other weights on the other end. Never mind. If I had the smaller one, it would be easier to do, but now I can get underneath it and just pry it over. That's about as good as you're gonna get. So I'm right up to the logs now, so. Well, that's basically all that's to it. And like I said, there's a lot of work to be done. All the logs we got here are nothing but firewood, boiler wood, because, or we can sell it as camping wood or whatever, because a lot of it's from the backyards, and it's been sitting out here so many years, so also, you know, it just became shitty for lumber, but it's still good for firewood. So we're also gonna have a firewood business going again. I got a guy, I'm waiting. As soon as I get internet on, I gotta contact the guy about coming out here, and I'll let him pick out the logs that he wants. And if he wants them all, we'll come all up. 'Cause tonight, I'm gonna try to get the chainsaw running that I got on the bench. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. You know, like I said, there's a lot to do. You know, between the storm and everything I'm doing is beat me up pretty good. So, you gotta try to work smarter and not harder, and take your time so you don't really injure yourself. I mean, I'm still doing quite a bit of damage, but I'm trying to eliminate as much damage as I can, keep it to a bare minimum as best I can. Like I said, I know it's not the smartest thing to do, but I'm not the smartest person in the fucking world. But this is what's gotta be done if you want to learn the business. Like I said, not easy work, but I enjoy doing it. It's a lot of it is, it's just working with your hands, working with tools like you know, and just learning something new. Like I tell people, I know nothing. I'm here to learn. Every day, if you think you know everything, you don't learn a fucking thing. But you look at it as, hey, I know nothing. You learn a lot more because then you start listening to other people sometimes. The way they do stuff doesn't work for you. Sometimes, you learn from somebody else something new. It might be a better way for you to do something. Other times, part of the way you do it and part of the way you just learned how to do it, you meet in the middle and, it works out better for you. Or even if it's stuff you already know, you still listen and see if you can learn something. But if the same thing that you've been doing for the same amount of time, it's never a waste of time because if you didn't put the time and effort into listening to what somebody else had to say, you'd never know if there was something there to learn or not. So, like I said, I like to learn. And this is how I learn the best. And this is all part of the business. Might not be easy, but life's not easy. And it sure in hell ain't fair. Like with storms. Storms, Mother Nature's a bitch. It's not fair, but hey, it's something you gotta deal with. Every day you gotta deal with something. You just gotta work around it and find a way to still get everything done. And that's what I do. Try to find ways not to kill myself as I'm doing it. Even if it don't feel nice. Like back in the day, I would have just dragged these trees around and not even cared. But life wasn't fair. I got the shit end of the stick, and you do what you gotta do. You man up, you do it. Then you go home, you relax. At least you try to. That never works out. You either got stuff at home you gotta do, or you're just so much pain you can't relax, or you deal with stress all day, then you go home and there's more stress on you. But I feel like crap, but today's been, pretty stressful. It was pretty stressful in the morning, and I went to that private, then we got working out here and running the roads for a while today. Stress level went down, and then I went to a private junkyard, and then I was in heaven. I was happier than pig and shit in that place. Like what I grew up in. Felt like home. Met a really nice guy, friend of the old man's. Another guy, kind of old. Like around my age, a little older. You know, can't forget his name. Dukes of Hazzard. Cooter. Good old boy. some of the main roads, take some dirt roads. They're out in the middle of nowhere, and then you find them. He has a truck he built called Samson. He took a rear of it, like a semi, not a semi, but you know, one of those big dump trucks, and you know, not the regular commercial ones you used to see people blacktop with, but you know, the big ones. And you know, the one with the, like, you know, it's not like the rock quarry ones, but next size down. That, you know, it can take a beef load. Took one of those, he cut it up and made it into a pickup truck. They put a hood scoop on it. I mean, really nice truck. Thing sits damn high. Then you have to use a lift kit. Turned it into a 4-wheel drive. Yeah, you got Samson he built. Now he's building Goliath, another one. Someday I'll see if I can get a video of it. I'll try to bring the camera Saturday, and I'll see if I can. If he'll let me do some video of his truck. I can't promise anything because some people, you know, don't want that stuff on, you know, video. So you gotta respect people's, you know, rights. Like with the old man. Yeah. I just don't want to show him because I know he's not, you know, he's an old school guy, so he's not really into videos. You know, you don't want to go on the computer, know nothing about him, and don't want to. And plus, he knows about Troy and the trolls and all that bullshit. He don't want that shit, and I don't want it for him. It's bad enough that, you know, shit's already online about him because of fucking trolls, and because Troy, you know, Troy works out here, so the trolls, of course, are gonna talk shit. So it is what it is. But as long as they don't come around here fucking around, I don't really give two shits. They can talk shit all they want. As long as it doesn't affect out here, I really don't care about it. Now they can say what they want about me, don't care. But if they fuck with the old man, then I'm not gonna be happy. But so far I don't see any proof of it, so I'm all good. I'm very protective of the old man. You know, he was a vet. I mean, he is a vet. I mean, he went through hell. You know, he lost part of his insides protecting our asses in the Vietnam War. You know, he lived through a lot of horrid shit. You know, he wasn't one of these guys that were back at base camp, never stopped running in line. He was out in the thick of this shit. You know, like, he saw, I forgot how many guys that were coming over the hill with him. I think the crew he ran was like over 150 strong. Only 50 of them walked off. They were all in bad shape. They got bombed to hell. So I mean, he did his fucking duty. You know, he deserves the respect of not having all this bullshit, you know, come down on him. bad enough all the shit that's happened to him over the years. He don't need anything more. That's why I came out here to help him out and shit. He was in need. Now it's my turn to pay him back for everything he's done for this country. Even though it's going to hell, and you know, most true vets will tell you they don't know what they fucking were fighting for because we destroyed fucking America. But now it's time to prove him wrong and help make this country great again. One thing is making sure fucking Trump gets back into office. Those fucking terrorist fucking Democrats get in, we're all fucked. You know, the slaves back in the day thought they had it bad. They'll pray to their fucking slave owners or not us. They'll start off not so bad, and we're gonna get screwed, beyond screwed, and there's not gonna be no one to save us. ET will even be like, yeah, good luck, guys. We're not getting involved in this shit. We're going as far away we can. Hell, Satan might even fucking move off the planet. Go somewhere where there's less evil. Hey, girl. I know you want to go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you're a good girl. Yeah. You're such a good girl. You're such a lovable girl. I know. Yeah. You're my cutie. I know. I got work to do, girl. I got work to do. Yeah, it's time for a cigarette break. Give my back a little rest. One up. Yeah. I know, girl. You're a good girl. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna have this done in a day, but I'm getting there. What, you a new camera, kitty? You a new camera, kitty? You can't sit there in front of the camera, baby. Nobody wants to see your stomach. She's a good cat. She had to be someone's house cat. They just abandoned her. Yeah, I gotta get something for your nose that's drying out. You know you're gonna hate me when I do that. Yeah, usually when I take lunch or dinner or something, she'll come in and eat. She won't eat indoors usually unless I'm in there. Sometimes she will. But most times she makes me sit down and wait till she gets done eating. And then she'll jump up on my chest and she'll go to sleep for a while. And then I'll just hang out, watch a movie, and when she wakes up, depending on what time it is, I'll either go home or I'll go back to work depending on how much time, what the weather's like. Like I said, this stuff's not easy, but it's all part of the job. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Takes dedication and the will to want to learn. And kids, don't start smoking. I'm stupid for smoking, so. But at this point in my life, it would do more damage than good if I quit smoking. For one, the stress of quitting is not good for me, mainly. And two, I'm already, not in good shape, so. Well, this shit don't kill me. I'm not too worried about cigarettes killing me. And it's a waste of fucking money, to tell you the truth, but, it is what it is. Doctors didn't even tell me to quit smoking, because they know it's too stressful. At this point in my life, when I try to quit smoking, and my stress levels keep going up and up, that could cause more heart attacks and strokes. When they ran I can't remember if it was CAT scan or an MIR or whatever they're called, because they grilled me about heart attacks and strokes. Of course I lied, said nah, I didn't have any I know of, which it was a goddamn lie, but I didn't want to go see more doctors. gonna be a waste of money on stuff that we already know. So, it's one of those points where why waste the money when you know for a fact what it is and what you gotta do. Like I said, most of my family died of heart attacks and strokes, so I know the signs very well. I know I had a bunch of them this summer, so, and one heat stroke and some heat exhaustion. So, if it wasn't for that factor, I'd probably quit, but I don't need any more stress in my life. I gotta go check some straps on the band mill for the tarp. So I see a couple more loosened up